While she was educated in Europe and was well versed in the etiquette and costumes there, but she considered Indian culture to be the greatest and took great pride in that. Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya on Sarojini Naidu. Book name Srimati Sarojini Naidu. A beautiful mix of creativity and writing, love for country, expertise in administration, culture and values, feminism, reasoning and politics. That was the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu, one of the most respected freedom fighter. One of the most respected women activist and freedom fighter of India in the freedom struggle movement, who headed the National Congress and played an important role in most movements right from non-cooperation to Khilafat to Swaraj. Surrendering talent for Mother India at the call of Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Stand here with me as a witness to these stars and hills. Offer your life, abilities, thoughts, dreams, and everything to Mother India, O poetess. By seeing the great truth from the top of this hill, you can see the great truth of thousands of people of India. Spread the message of hope to the farmers settled in the villages of India. Only then will this divinely bestowed poetic power of yours become meaningful, said Gokhale once to her, and that had a big impact in her life's journey. Working for women emancipation and upliftment. At a time when women was denied education owing to the backwardness in the society, she worked as a symbol of what women could do by setting an example, and at the same time worked for the emancipation of women at large. Beacon of communal harmony. A beacon of communal harmony who identified the surreptitious ill will of the British to create further divide in the nation and fuel the hatred between Hindus and Muslims. She did her best to keep the communities together through her addresses and writings. A writer par excellence. Srimati Naidu was a writer so prolific with command over language so deep that people often wondered why she didn't make a career out of it, to which her answer was, what is the use of talent if not used for the country? Concern for all Indians globally. Her perspective didn't limit itself to India alone, and she aggressively fought for Indians in Africa and Fiji who were suffering brutalities by the hand of imperialist powers by awakening the masses as well as fighting it legally in England. Proud of India, its rich customs and its cultural DNA. A deep respect, admiration and understanding of India's vast history and culture, she proudly explained what India stood for in her Indian attire in Europe and England, and at the same time pointed out that blind westernization is something that we Indians should really be wary of. Welcoming the global community into independent New India opened the doors of India at the time of independence to the entire Indian community in the world to welcome them to India and their suffering. At the same time, she gave a clarion call to support the nations that were still fighting for freedom. Post-independence contributions. She was one of the few Indians who played a very constructive part post-independence too. She was asked to manage the state of Uttar Pradesh because of the communal riots right after independence. She gladly took it up although approaching 70 and sorted out issues in what was the biggest state of India. Glad to present a short book on the inspiring life story of Sarojini Naidu, a patriot, an eloquent speaker, a great poet, social reformer, a person extremely proud of Indian culture, and a woman who breathed her last breath for the freedom of her beloved nation. Few excerpts from the book. The examples of Sri Aurobindo, Sarojini Naidu, and Netaji Subhash Babu prove that the geniuses who reach the highest peak of knowledge become an even more strong follower of the glorious culture of India. Mrs. Sarojini has proved that if given the opportunity, Indian women can also demonstrate their ability in every field. What is the value of money, strength, glory for us when we cannot even protect the chastity of our women? What is the use of such wealth, power, glory? Cowardice is the most unforgivable crime and is the biggest sin in the war of freedom. The goddess of freedom is always pleased with sacrifices. Few chapters from the book: Dedication of service to the country, Non-cooperation movement, Conflict with the Government of India, Africa travel, President of Congress.